The real reason behind the ban of Huawei in the US and Australia. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're showing the real reason behind the ban of Huawei in the US and Australia. Before that, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to never miss out on any more of our videos. Here we'll begin. As a new book shows, Australian cybersecurity experts spent 8 months trying to secure Huawei devices, but concluded that they could not prevent Beijing from shutting it down. The book Red Zone reports on the need for about 300 security measures following a war game of Huawei 5G deployment hackers from the Australian Signals Directorate, ASD, news agency. But even that cannot guarantee the network security, and they advised Sydney Morning Herald journalist Peter Harcher that the risk could not be contained. Australia's 2018 formal Huawei ban was the first in every country and is still at the top of 14 grievances against Australia with Beijing. Two major factors were at the root of the specific risk problems. The first was the Chinese National Intelligence Law of 2017, which requires the compliances of all Chinese companies and citizens with intelligence security agencies. This doesn't matter at one level. Any Chinese person or company is unlikely to refuse a security assistance request. But the law codifies the government's view that intelligence is a duty of every Chinese citizen, such as paying taxes. This is not simply a legal requirement, it is hoped for. The second part is the expected role of 5G as a major IoT enabler. It's not telephone interception, an unnamed senior ASD officer told the author. "We have 4G, we've got 3G, he told the author. Checking a 5G network would result in a vulnerability to large parts of the national infrastructure. The wastewater pumps stop working. You can imagine the social consequences of this. Or the network of a public transit does not work. Or electric automobiles that drive themselves do not," said intelligence officer. "They don't have to work. The 5G network would have to be number one in our critical infrastructure list once it's fully functional. But the Western intelligence officer has always said so clearly for the first time in this regard. The China 5G threat does not concern the backdoor as long ago claimed, but the role of 5G in criticizing digital technology. The then Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull, a successful businessman and tech investor, took a hands-on role in the decision. His starting point was to see if the risk of a Chinese designed and built 5G network could be managed effectively. 2 years ago, the US passed a proposal to prevent the federal government and its agencies from dealing with Chinese technology giant Huawei, which discussed why Huawei has been banished from entering the US. In 2019, the enterprise was added to the US Entity List, together with several dozen affiliates and subsidiaries, severely limiting the US company's ability to deal with one of the world's largest telecoms equipment enterprises. As a result, American technology companies including Microsoft, Google, and Intel have broken their links with the multinational. US President Donald Trump told reporters last month that it was a national security issue. "Huawei is our military, our agency, and we are not dealing with Huawei." However, Huawei is a major concern. Trump was concerned about the Chinese company's capacity to use its control of telecommunications infrastructure to intercept data from individuals, businesses, and government linked to the Chinese Communist Party and the People's Liberation Army. In addition, Chinese integration into Western projects for new critical national cyber infrastructure would give China a leading position in any potential cyber war and potentially make intellectual property theft and cyber espionage easier. But at the same news conference, Trump also revealed something else. "We don't deal with Huawei. Our own business we're going to do. Do you know the old way? That is what I've been saying for a long time now. In terms of tariffs, there's no tariff if you want to produce these products in the United States. There's no tariff in the United States. The new limitations on Huawei products did not include the import tariffs, but instead restricted them wherever they were made. So there are no tariffs at all." However, the loss coincided with the trade war between the United States and its new East superpower rival. Have Huawei moves to prevent and retain the advantage of a serious threat to the nation's cybersecurity in a future cyber war? Or have they been trying to restore the United States of America's manufacturing jobs? He told journalists in May before telling him that it was possible that Huawei would be part of some trade deal. But from the point of view of security, it is extremely dangerous for the military point of view. His commitment to anti-Huawei policies has ebbed with progress in negotiations with the People's Republic, which indicates that the company is more of an ongoing business war than a cyber safety concern. Huawei's telephone sales continue to grow as the market share of Apple drops and now sells Samsung as the second largest mobile unit. Trump's attempts to rebuild America are partly dependent on halting the inevitable increase in China. Ironically, his efforts could lead to the contrary. Restricting Huawei's access to American goods may catalyze China to speed up its high-speed technology production and move its previous role away as the world's cheap and low-quality manufacturing plant. This is precisely the intention of the plan of the Communist Party, Made in China 2025. So this is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Until the next video, stay tuned and subscribe for more.